Oh, yeah. Cut it. What's up, y'all? We back in the lab. We back in the studio. Captain's Law Podcast. I'm your host, Robert Marbury. What's going on? Happy Sunday. Before we do anything, of course, I always got to throw my little self promo in, man. If you haven't already, make sure you follow up, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button if you're watching me on YouTube. If you're listening to me, on any of my social medias, Marbury _ amazing. Or Twitter, captains _ log. My little webpage link is in the bio. Make sure you click that. You find my shit anywhere and on YouTube. So, hope everybody's having a good day, man. But I want to get into it, all right? So, I'm going to do sports last. But I want to do some society and culture. Specifically, Dave Chappelle. So Dave Chappelle dropped the closer. I think it was on a Tuesday. If I have any gay or trans followers, I just want you to hear me out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go ahead and throw that disclaimer in there. So I watched the comedy special. I thought it was really good. I thought it was probably maybe the best ones out of all the ones he did for my own personal reasons. But he's getting a lot of backlash. You know what I mean? Like they want it removed and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? But my question is, who the fuck is the National Black Justice Coalition? Who are they? These are the main folks who saying they're asking Netflix to remove it. Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? So, my thing is, man, like, for the folks that are upset, right? Like, did you watch the whole thing? Like, did you watch the whole thing, or did you stop watching it after he started making the transsexual jokes, and then they showed the two white people in the front row who wasn't laughing? Like, did you turn it off then, or did you watch it all the way to the end? Because if you watch it all the way to the end, I mean, I don't think you could be really, really that upset. I don't think you could be as, enraged with Dave Chappelle after that, because I thought the shit was crazy. And I think what was really cool about it, which I'll get into, is it's not something that just happened as soon as he dropped the special. This is some shit that happened way before all this backlash even kicked in. You know what I'm saying? So, Dave Chappelle, he come out, Dave Chappelle, he's pretty much the most tell it how it is comedian there is probably fucking ever. You know what I'm saying? But he got on the joint, man, and he was doing Dave Chappelle shit. He was talking and he said, "Look, I'm going all the way." You know what I mean? And before I even watched the special, I was on TikTok, I was on Instagram, and all they was doing was showing the homophobic jokes, you know what I'm saying? And then they were showing like the same two people, the same two trans folks sitting in the front. And it's okay to say trans people, right? I just want to make sure. If I'm not, correct me in the comments, please. Educate me. So, they kept showing them and everybody doing the reactions, laughing and all this other shit. You know what I mean? But I'm like, why is nobody making no videos of the end, bro? The end is like the most important part. The end is the most important part of every one of these comedy series joints that he did. Out of all the specials, the ending of this one was the most important of all. And it is clear that a lot of people just was like, I can't take this, and turn the shit off. Listen, I challenge y'all to go back. You could just skip it to maybe the last 10 minutes of the joint and really listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you why I say this. And another thing. So, all right, unpopular opinion. I don't like how, we can fucking make jokes about everything, but you can't make jokes about, gay people or transsexuals. I don't get it. Why can't we make jokes? We make jokes about everything. We make fucking jokes about black people, white people, Asian, Latino, Native American, fucking Africans, Middle Easterns. I mean, what else? We make fun of people's fucking weight. We make fun of people's, backgrounds, where they come from. We make fun of celebrities. We make fun of fucking presidents. We make fun of police. when they go out here and do some shit they shouldn't be doing, bro, we fucking make fun of everything, bro, but it's okay. But when we just, when it's just this topic, it's like, oh, that person got to get canceled. I remember fucking Donnell Rollins, man, Ashley Larry. He had made a comment about the shit with Lil Nas X when he had a picture of him look like he was pregnant or something like that. And he was just like, how the fuck I'm explaining this to my kids? Do. This not a conversation I really want to have with them. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm like, I guess he was getting bashed in the comments. Bruh, the next day, he went on his Instagram and was like, oh, I just want to apologize. Do. I need to educate myself. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? Like, man, look, I'm not rich and famous, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it's like to have to go on an apology tour. But as of right now, between now and if I ever get there, bro, I'm not apologizing for shit. I don't think you have to apologize for it, man. Now, if the baby shit was a little different, you know what I'm saying? You kind of went a little hard, you know what I mean? But bro, it is what it is, man. But to really come on your platform like 24 hours later and be, just be apologizing, like, bro, we fucking make fun of everything, man. We make fun of racism, dog. But we can't talk, you know what I'm saying? We can't talk about that. It's just fucking jokes, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether some people really feel the certain way of the shit they say, it's still a joke and people laugh. You know what I mean? The one thing that white people do that it took me a while, but now I think it's hilarious. They make fun of black people. Some of these newer white comedians, they get on there and they do impressions of black people, or they talk about shit that we do that is fucking stupid, and they make jokes and people laugh. And I think it's fucking hilarious because I think it's something that they've been wanting to do for a while, but it's like, well, I don't want to get canceled. But now it's like, they doing it. So, bro, like we've been doing all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But back to the subject. So at the end, Dave talked about a trans comedian that he met and picked this person up and said, hey, I want you to open for one of my shows in San Francisco. Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, why would a person that's transphobic do that? You know what I'm saying? Let the person perform. He said, he said she was terrible. And but she was cool. That day was cool though. And the shit that he was saying, she was just laughing as it was a joke. Not like, oh my God, I'm offended. You know what I'm saying? And, they was really cool. And every time he came there, they was doing shows. And then like later, she committed suicide. So, that fucking sucks. Jumped off a goddamn building. And Dave Chappelle says, he's fucked up about it. You know what I mean? And he's like, well, I started a trust fund, for that woman's child. And when she get old enough, I'll personally give it to her. You know what I mean? Because he said, I looked at her as a comedian, nothing else. And this was in 2019, bro. So this was 2 years ago. So this ain't no, I just did this bullshit to get me out of the flame. Like, to me, it came off as genuine, and it wasn't in a joking matter. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I challenge those who did not watch the whole joint or didn't watch it at all. For the folks who only watch the fucking clips that you've seen online, just go to the end. You know what I'm saying? Go to the last 15, 20 minutes, wherever, when he starts talking about the trans comedian, and just listen to it. And then come on back and we can have a fucking conversation. But I highly encourage whoever didn't watch that shit to watch it. Hashtag stop punching down on my people. All right, so let's move down to sports, man. 18 NBA players charged $4 million fraud scam. 18 players, $4 million. Wow. There's some notable names on this list. I'm just going to go through a few. Allen Anderson, Tony Allen, Shannon Brown, Will Bynum, Big Baby Davis, Darius Miles, Sebastian Telfair. What the fuck y'all doing, man? Look, so I saw it, man, but I just happened to be watching Skip and Shannon Undisputed. And Shannon was going the fuck off. He ain't say it the way he wanted to say it, but he said it. He was just like, bro, get a damn job. He's like, this makes me upset. And I agree with it, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, it kind of touches on, the military side, which I'll get to. So pretty much what they was doing was, at some point in their career, they go and they make a claim, ooh, this hurts, that hurts. And however it works, You know what I'm saying? They get paid from it. Get a little check. I don't know if it's a monthly check or it's a lump sum, but I think they get it for an extended period of time. So they're just lying. You know what I'm saying? So the same shit happened with the fucking NFL. They got their asses, Clinton Portis and all that, getting ready to probably have to do some fucking jail time for that shit. So, apparently this is a felony. You know what I mean? And ain't gonna be no slap on the wrist. It's gonna be some jail time. And I think it's bullshit, man. Shannon goes on to say, like, when you're a professional athlete and you're making millions of dollars a year, you know what I'm saying? When you at the peak of your career, you're making 10, 20, 30, 40 mil a year, you know what I'm saying? And then you get to that slope where you may be making 2 million a year. It's like now you just like you gotta change up how you moving. You know what I'm saying? You can't be taking all these trips, bringing the whole hood. You can't do all that shit. But some people don't know how to do that because some people don't know how to manage their money. You know what I mean? That's why you supposed to, have your little financial consultant say, hey, look, it's time to sell some shit. You know what I mean? Do you really need 6 houses? You need a house here, you need a house there. Be going to them. You know what I mean? So some people don't want to do that. They're like, shit, I want to keep this shit. So let me go ahead and put this little fake claim in. You know what I'm saying? I get that little monthly money, and that'll take care of the maintenance for this. This will keep this car running. This will keep, the utilities on in my mother house and my second or third, fourth baby mother house. You know what I'm saying? So now you just pretty much fucked it up for these future athletes that might legitimately be hurt. You know what I mean? You're going to fuck that up for them because now, the requirements are going to be a lot stricter. You're going to have to provide a lot more shit. The process probably going to be longer. I know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same thing with the military. I'm a veteran. You know what I'm saying? United States Marine Corps. Hoorah. And I got out in 2007. Now, when I got out in 2007, I went to the VA and I put in the claim for my knees. I got tendonitis in both knees, mild arthritis, old head. I got like 50-year-old knees out here, but I'm still moving. So back then, when you put in a claim, dog, that shit took forever. You know what I'm saying? So you put a claim in 2007, somewhere around 2008, they'll say, all right, well, go ahead and get a nigga the money. You know what I'm saying? And that's only 20% disability, so you're just getting a little bit of cheese. You know what I'm saying? But as time goes by, you want to, put in for some more shit. You want to go back, because when you get out the service, man, they don't want you to put in them claims. They'd be like, if nobody would stay in the military, if they say, oh, we just came back from Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever, since you you got hit with that IED, you got some shrapnel, that's probably gonna be 100% disability. Nobody would stay in. Niggas would get out and just get the money and just live on. You know what I'm saying? So they just be like, oh, you don't want to get checked out with your pussy or something. You know what I mean? Don't do that. You know what I mean? So you just roll with it, and as years go by, you having the issues until somebody else who already got the wisdom or already did that process, like, man, you should go get seen. So then, you get seen and you get prolonged. You finally go get to see a doctor after like 6-7 months, maybe a year. You know what I'm saying? For them to tell you yay or nay. You know what I mean? And sometimes they'll fucking tell you no. Hey, we need more shit. Or they'll tell you good, and you'll get approved, whatever your percentage is, and then they'll back pay you. Now in 2020, 2021, that shit is quick. It's like now, because the VA has got such a bad rap over the past 10 years of being slow as fuck. Now a lot of that shit is contracted out. So when I went in, you know what I'm saying, to get reevaluated for some shit I'm getting paid for, you know what I'm saying, I put the claim in on Monday. You know what I mean? I had a doctor's appointment set up by that Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Was going to see the doctor, the week after, and was getting approved for it the week after that. So you're talking maybe 3 to 4 weeks, you know what I mean, from doing it online to, getting approved or denied. You know what I mean? So they done gone from taking, anywhere from 0 to 2 years to as early as 30 days. You know what I mean? But for the folks who go in and say, oh man, my back's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I was carrying rucksacks. I was humping, 10K, jumping in and out of the truck, you know what I mean? Carrying heavy rounds and shit like that. And then they tell you, oh man, well, you don't have enough evidence. So what you do is you go out here to one of these companies, you know what I'm saying? And you got companies who specialize in this shit. They say, look, well, we're going to charge you X amount of dollars, you know what I'm saying, if you get approved. And, you get 100%. And, you go through their fucking doctors, you know what I'm saying? You go through all their documentation. And you can pretty much just tell them anything. You can tell them I got a fucking brain aneurysm. And you ain't even never go nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And they dot all that shit up and use their docs to send it to the VA. And boom, you're 100% disabled. You're getting $3,000+ a month for the rest of your life. Your kids go to fucking school for free in whatever state you're in. You know what I mean? You get your little permanent tag. You get your fucking property taxes back. You get all that shit. It is hundreds of companies out here that do that shit. It to me is similar to that because now, granted, you know, if you did use this company and you legitimately was fucked up, then this doesn't pertain to you. You know what I mean? Don't get in your feelings. But for the motherfuckers that I know, people that I serve with who didn't do shit, you know what I'm saying? Who never went overseas, who never, you know, was just pushing fucking papers, and they 100% been 100% fucking disabled since they got out. You know what I'm saying? And I know other guys who are fucked up, you know what I mean, missing limbs and shit. And they not and they get denied. Like, so it pisses me off, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, you know, on the NBA side, you are gonna fuck it up for the future players. You know what I'm saying? And they'll probably still get what they deserve, but you're just gonna prolong that process, you know what I mean? So that's all I gotta say about the sports shit, man. Lastly, music. You know, got some music coming out, man. You got Don Toliver put out Life of a Don, really, really groovy. He has definitely emerged as one of my favorite young niggas out here. And of course, my OG Currency, Spitter Andretti just dropped Still Stoned on Ocean. If anybody knows Currency, you know Currency would just fucking around and drop a mixtape, you know, twice a month and just go outside, wash his cars, and fucking smoke weed. I love him. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't heard that shit, check it out. But that's all I got, man. Make sure, man, share, subscribe, tell somebody about me. You know what I'm saying? If you guys got a topic you want me to hit on, let me know in the comments. Shoot me an email. All right, y'all have a good weekend. Captain out.